Our final introductory topic is looking at the assassination of Caesar, especially focusing on what caused it and what happened immediately afterwards. Make sure you make notes answering these three key questions. 1. Why did the conspirators decide to assassinate Caesar? 2. What happened on the day of his assassination and who was involved? And 3. What did Antony do after Caesar's death and why? Caesar was made dictator in perpetua, or dictator for life, in 44 BC, and a number of factors suggested he was aiming at permanent power. He had his head put on coins, and this had never happened for a living Roman before. There were statues and temples dedicated to him. He had the right to nominate candidates for election rather than them be elected by the people. He could not be hurt or opposed, so sacrosanct. And he also treated senators in a way that was considered disrespectful, for example, not getting up from his seat to acknowledge them. And all of this led to rumours that he wanted to be king. Because of all this, some senators decided that they had to act before Caesar left for Parthia, and a plot was made to murder him on the Ides of March, which is the 15th, 2 days before he was due to leave east. There were up to 60 conspirators involved in this plot, and the two leaders were Cassius, whom Caesar had pardoned after defeating him on Pompey's side in the Battle of Pharsalus, and Brutus, who was the son of Caesar's mistress, Servilia, and there were even rumours that he was Caesar's illegitimate son. On the day of his death, Caesar famously ignored warnings from his wife and a soothsayer not to attend the Senate meeting. But this went ahead. It took place in the theatre of Pompey because the Senate house had been damaged by fire. And so some of the conspirators distracted Mark Antony, who was Caesar's consular colleague and right-hand man, and Caesar was surrounded by the conspirators and stabbed 23 times. He died of blood loss, ironically, at the foot of Pompey's statue. Caesar's assassination left a power vacuum because the conspirators hadn't made any plans beyond killing him. This was a fatal mistake. Antony was Caesar's junior partner as consul, and initially he feared for his life. He fled Rome, but then realised that nothing was going to happen to him, so he stepped up to control Rome. He gave amnesty to the conspirators to prevent civil war, so basically meaning they weren't going to be charged or punished for what they had done. And so as part of this agreement, everyone got to keep their positions that Caesar had allocated to them, including the conspirators, and Caesar was to be given a public funeral. Caesar's funeral was where things took a turn, however. The people reacted violently to his death. They were angered by the sight of his body, and also they found out that Caesar had left in his will 300 sesterces to each citizen, so they were going to actually get money from Caesar. As well as all this, Antony gave a moving laudatio, or funeral speech, over Caesar's body, and this is famously reworked by Shakespeare in his play Julius Caesar. Because of all this, the conspirators fled for their lives, leaving Rome behind. Antony remained behind. He continued his policy of conciliation, and he allowed the conspirators to escape to their provinces. And as well as this, he also abolished the office of dictator because of the negative connotations it had developed under Caesar.